I was reading a couple of different papers in the field of cardiology where I was looking at some of the problems, and I'm like, and they did these massive registry trials. We're looking at these problems and like, look, we're not able to get people the care that they need, and just showing this massive gap between this is what the state of the science is and this is what actually happens in practice. And I knew, oh, well, this is exactly the right place for us to focus, because the science has been done already. It's just a question of how do we actually use technology to make it happen. And oh, by the way, they probably haven't thought about these different approaches. For example, how can we actually be able to deliver that care outside the clinic rather than just making the clinic better? That was the kind of the key thing that I thought, like, they hadn't thought of that, right? And then also thinking of all the other things that get in the way. Just in my own experience, seeing at Onduo and at other places, where did patients fail? It wasn't that they failed because the doctor did something wrong on a visit. That was never the problem. It was always a problem of they would either not be able to get on the right medication at home because they would go to the pharmacy and there were barriers to affording it, or they would have side effects from the medications and they wouldn't know how to deal with that, or they didn't understand what was going on, or all these different things that would conspire against people in order to just get in the way of getting the best care. And I'm like, okay, well, that I can work on. That's a logistics problem and a technology problem. We can build that. And that was kind of the aha moment with Story, was looking at that from the perspective of not just simple things, but places where complex care is really needed, and how difficult it was for a clinician to actually be able to project that out of the clinic.